Hello everybody, my name is Lingam Nguyen. Today we're going to be talking about moon phases. So in our world, again, especially on our Earth, one of the most visible thing that we could saw almost every single night is what we call as the moon, right? And we saw the moon in different shapes. Not always will the moon be exactly like this, nor the moon will exactly be like that. But we do know for a fact is that the moon is always there with us. So first, what is the moon? The moon is what people giving it a cute name to call as our Earth orbit. What does that mean of our Earth orbit? It means that the moon is a dwarf that constantly orbits around us. So our Earth's gravity pulls it and creates the force that makes us orbit around us. So in the moon have 8 distinct moon phases. We all know that the moon does not generate its own light, so that's why it's not considered as a star. But it receives light from the sun and reflects and reflects that back to our Earth. So we do know this that moon phases have 8 distinct phases in a 29.5 day cycle. So every 29.5 days, then there will be a whole new moon cycle. So there will be a whole nother 8 moon phases. And so what is this caused by? Again, it's caused, what is the difference and why is there the exactly 29.5? First is because it's orbit around the Earth, right? It takes estimately around 27 days for the moon to be able to orbit around our Earth. But why here is 29.5? Because the moon needs the time itself to be able to rephrase it themselves and to be able to restabilize it so that it goes into the center, it goes into the orbit that it needs to have so that it's able to get sunlight from the sun and reflects that to our Earth. So it needs a time to stabilize again, and all those time added up is going to add up into our 29.5 day cycle. So it's also caused by the difference between the amount of sunlight that is received, right? So now here, let's look at the 8 phases. Actually, the fact here is that the moon is never changing. It's just how our Earth sees it and which direction is the sunlight facing it, that we actually saw the 8 moon phases. So let's look at these 8 moon phases. We are going to be going through this order like this. So it's constantly revolving like this, okay? So starting off with the new moon. This is when you look up on the sky and you see no moon. Why? This is when here's our Earth, here's the moon, and here's the sun. So the sun is, so again, the moon is round dwarf sign, right? It's not exactly inclined, but it's like a round dwarf like this. And so, just like our Earth, in our Earth there's what we call day and night. So in the moon there's also the difference here. When the sun delivers the sunlight, then only one half of the moon will be a light and the other half will be dark. So when it comes to the new moon, then here, our moon is right here, the sun is right here, and the Earth is right here. So our Earth cannot be able to see the side that's currently having light. So that's why we cannot see any moon. Because again, the moon does not create any of its own light. Moving on is waxing crescent. Waxing crescent is the stage where it starts to show a little bit here like this. And so waxing crescent, moving on, is the first quarter where there will be half of it. So what direction is here right now? So now the Earth is here, the Earth is here, the moon is here, and the sun is on the sides of the moon. Now moving on is waxing gibbous. Then we finally have the full moon. Notice how the full moon is in the 5th state, which is in the 5th phase of the total 8 phases. Remember that, right? So the full moon is where our sun is going to be able to deliver exactly all sunlight directly to the moon, and our Earth is able to view that directly on the direction that all of the sunlight is facing. So that is when we can see the full moon. Then come the waning gibbous, the waxing crescent, and finally the new moon. So this cycle again continues to grow and continues to grow. So new moon, waxing crescent, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, and waning crescent. So you notice how there's two words that's continuously repeated in the cycle, which is waxing and waning. So what do they mean? Waxing here means the light is growing, and when it's growing, the light is usually on the right side. So here, look at our hands. Here, it creates an L, so that means this is our left side, okay? This is our right side. So now, if I say that the waxing crescent, so that means when I move my hands over here, oh okay, I can see that my hand is moving over here. So that means that this is where the dark part will be. So if you ever raise your right hand up and you see that it's going in the direction of the dark side, then that means right now it's a waxing phase. Pretty simple, right? So it's a waxing phase like this. So the dark is on to the right. Now, for the waning, then the light is decreasing. So that means that the dark is going to be on the left side. So when you look at a moon phase and you see, oh, it's on our left, then that means it's the waning phase, right? So remember, waxing is when the light is on. Okay, so let's remember this. Waxing is when the light is on the dark side, on our right hand, and waning is when the dark light is on the side of our left hand. So remember, waxing, waning. Very simple, right? So today we learned to the 8 phases of the moon. Whenever you look at the moon, try to predict which phase it is. Is it a waxing phase? Is it a waning phase? Is it a quarter phase? Or is it a new moon or the full moon? Thank you for listening. Goodbye.